Bitcoin doesn't care what time it is. No open, no close, no bell ringing to tell you that the session's done. That's exactly why this trade almost didn't happen. Because by the time it actually set up, I wasn't even supposed to be watching this anymore. Let me walk you through what happened. I had marked my 4-hour range the same way I always do. High and low of the first 4-hour candle according to New York time. What was unusual was how tight the range was this time. Smaller than I'd normally see, barely any distance between the high and the low. So my first thought looking at this was that the range is tight and this probably isn't going to give me much to work with today. But as usual, I checked back on it a few times throughout the day. Nothing. Price just sat inside the range. It broke the range high and low a couple times, but nothing really convincing. Barely any movement. By the evening, I had figured today was just going to be a no trade day. But I always leave an alert running on my phone out of habit. Then Bitcoin had pushed down below the range low. I almost ignored it again, half asleep, telling myself I'd check it properly in the morning with a new range. But the whole point of having rules is that they don't take the night off just because you're tired. So I got up and pulled up the chart on my monitors. The candle had already closed below the range low, full body underneath it, not a wick. Then while I was there sitting at my desk, the next candle closed back inside the range. There was my signal. That tight little range that had done nothing all day had just swept the low, grabbed whatever liquidity was sitting there waiting and reversed. So this is a long signal. Then I checked my MACD, it was positive. So I could see that the momentum was lining up with the setup despite the time. Because the range had been so tight all day, my stop loss ended up being unusually close to my entry. Smaller risk, but also less room for error. Entry on the close back inside the range, stop at the breakout low, target at 2 hour, same as I always do. Whether the range is tight or not, price didn't hesitate, it moved up fast. The kind of move that happens when the market's been coiled up all day with nowhere to go and finally gets released all at once. Clean green candles. It hit the target in under 30 minutes, an almost $10,000 day. This is a nice way to follow up my win from the last day, so I'll take this. So here's the part of this that actually matters to me more than the number itself. If I hadn't left that alert running on my phone, I'd have missed this trade completely. Not because I was lazy, but because Forex and stocks have hours. You can build a whole day around the sessions open and close. But crypto doesn't do that. Crypto doesn't hand you that kind of structure. It trades throughout the night, throughout the weekends, through every hour you're not looking at the screen. If your process only works while you're awake and sitting at your desk, you're going to miss the moves that happen while you're not sitting there. That doesn't mean sitting up at 8 or 9 p.m. waiting for something to happen. That's not sustainable, and it's not really the point. It means building a process that can flag a setup for you so your attention only gets pulled in when there's actually something to look at or something worth looking at. My alert did that for me. My alert did the work of watching. I just had to trust it enough to get up and check. The crypto market doesn't wait for you to be ready. Your system has to be ready instead.